Okay, let's see few questions on PMMC. So it is given that moving coil ammeter has a fixed shunt resistance of 0.02 ohm with a coil circuit resistance of Rm is equal to 1 kilo ohm with a potential difference of 0.5 voltage 0.5 volt across it for full scale deflection. You have to find first to what current, total current it responds, and second you have to find the value of RSH shunt resistance to give full scale deflection when the total current is 75 ampere. Okay, let's look at the solution. So the figure will be looking like this. Since we are using PMMC moving coil, you can see, and we are using it as ammeter, the figure will look like this. Rm, this is your PMMC, Im will be the current across it, then RSH will be in parallel, current will be ISH, the voltage between these 2 points is V, and I is the line current total. Okay, so RSH is given as 0.02 ohm, Rm is given as 1000 ohm, V is given as 0.5 volt. Okay, so Im can be calculated, this current, because resistance and voltage you know, 0.5 divided by 1000, which comes out to be 0.0005 ampere. Okay, so this is your current in this branch. Now current in this branch you can calculate directly, since you know the voltage and resistance. 0.5 divided by 0.02, that is 25 ampere. So I will be the sum of these two currents. So 25 plus 0.0005, that comes out to be 25.0005. That is the answer of your first question. Then second, if your total current is 75 ampere, means your I is 75 ampere, then you have to find the value of RSH. Now the value of Im will not change because it does not depend upon the value of I, capital I. It depends upon the voltage and the resistance across it. So voltage is not changing, 0.5, and current is resistance is not changing, that is 1000. So Im will be same. Okay, now ISH you can calculate in this branch by subtracting the value of Im from I. 75 minus 0.0005 ampere, that comes out to be 74.9995. Okay, now RSH, since you have the current in this branch, you can calculate the voltage resistance, that is 0.5, the voltage across this divided by the current, 74.9995. So the answer will be 0.00667 ohm. That is RSH for second case. For first case, 25.0005 ampere will be the answer. Okay, so let's look at next question. It is given that how will you use a PMMC instrument which gives full scale deflection at 50 millivolt potential difference and 10 milliampere current when it is used as ammeter of range 0 to 10 ampere, and second when it is used as voltmeter of range 0 to 250 volt. Okay, so the configuration for ammeter and voltmeter will be like this. Okay, so the ammeter you can see here. Now if you read the question, full scale deflection current is given as 10 milliampere. The potential difference across the PMMC instrument is given as 50 millivolt, and your ammeter's range is given as 10, 0 to 10. Okay, so you can see this whole thing will be used as ammeter. So 10 ampere will be line current, since the range is 10 ampere. This is your PMMC which is consuming 50 millivolt potential difference, and full scale current we have seen 10 milliampere is given. So with this data given, you can calculate the value of Rm and RSH. Rm will be the potential difference, that is 50 millivolt, divided by the full scale deflection current, that is 10 milliampere, which comes out to be 5 ohm. Okay, then you know the line current because of the range, so you subtract these two values, you will get the value of shunt current, that is 9.99 ampere. Now you have the potential difference and you have the current, you can calculate the resistance shunt resistance, that is 50 millivolt divided by 9.99 ampere, that comes out to be 0.0005 ohm. Okay, now this is how you can use PMMC as a ammeter. Now let's look at voltmeter as voltmeter. So this is the configuration. So via range of voltmeter we can say the line voltage is 250 volt, since full scale current is going on, which is 10 milliampere. Okay, because the full scale current is 10 milliampere, that is why the full scale voltage is there. Okay, similarly here also the line current will be 10 ampere, because the PMMC is showing full scale deflection. Okay, so that is how we are taking the 10 ampere and 250 volt and not other value between 0 to 10 or 0 to 250. Okay, so 250 volt, 10 ampere, and you know the potential difference across the instrument, that is 50 millivolt. So you can calculate the resistance Rm, and also you can calculate the value of series resistance, that is capital V minus small v, capital V minus small v divided by Im, that is Im, which comes out to be 24.995 kilo ohm. You can also calculate the value of Rm, that is 50 millivolt divided by 10 milliampere, that comes out to be 5 ohm. Okay, here also the resistance was 5 ohm. So this is how you frame. Okay, next question. So a PMMC instrument has following specification: B is equal to 10 into 10 power minus 3 Weber per meter square, N is equal to 200 tons, L is equal to 16 mm, B is equal to 16 mm, K is equal to 12 into 10 power minus 9 Newton meter per radian. Calculate the deflection of the instrument when a current of 1 microampere flows through it. Okay, let's look at the solution. So you can calculate the deflecting torque as NIA into B. N is 200, I is 1 microampere, so 10 to the power minus 6. A is length into breadth. Now the length and breadth is converted into meter from mm. 1 mm is 10 to the power minus 3 meter. That is why it is 16 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter, 16 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. So 16 into 16 into 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, then B is your 10 into 10 to the power minus 3, that is in meter. Okay, so this will come out to be 512 into 10 to the power minus 12 Newton meter. That is your deflecting torque. Now this will be equal to your controlling torque at equilibrium. Now controlling torque is equal to K into theta. Since nothing is given about controlling torque, which mechanism has been used, so we will assume always spring mechanism is used, which is proportional to theta. Okay, until and unless it has been stated that the controlling torque is via some other method, till then you have to use spring method. Okay, you have to assume that spring controlling method has been used. So we will move on. So TC is equal to K into theta. K is 12 into 10 to the power minus 9 Newton meter per radian. So if you will plug the value, TC is equal to TD, that is 512 into 10 to the power minus 12 Newton meter. Then K is 12 into 10 to the power minus 9 Newton meter per radian. So theta will come out to be 0.0427 radians, that is 2.45 degrees. Okay, so theta is always in radians, so you have to convert by multiplying 180 by pi. Okay, so if you will multiply this number with 180 by pi, you will get in degrees, and this is your answer. So that is how you use what we have learned in numericals. Okay, next question. So it is given a moving coil milliammeter has a resistance of 5 ohm and full scale deflection of 20 milliampere. Determine the resistance of a shunt to be used so that the instrument could measure currents up to 500 milliampere at 20 degrees Celsius? And what is the percentage error in the instrument operating at a temperature of 40 degrees Celsius? And it is given the temperature coefficient of copper is 0.0039 per degree Celsius. So let's look at the solution. So it is given that Rm is 5 ohm, Im is 20 milliampere and line current is 500 milliampere at 20 degrees Celsius. So by using Rm and Im, you can calculate voltage across the instrument, that is 5 into 20 millivolt, that is 100 millivolt. Now using this voltage, you can calculate the shunt resistance at 20 degrees Celsius, that is the voltage 100 millivolt divided by the difference in the current I minus Im. So 500 milliampere minus 20 milliampere, that comes out to be 1 by 4.8, which is nothing but 0.21 ohm. Now to calculate the shunt resistance at 40 degree Celsius, you use this formula. Okay, this is resistance at T2 will be T2 some other temperature is equal to resistance at T1 some other temperature into 1 plus alpha into del T, the difference between the temperature and the temperature coefficient of the material. Okay, so the coil with which it is made of, so it is kind of a metal, so that is why we are using this is to calculate the resistance of metals. You use this formula. So alpha is your temperature coefficient, del T is the temperature difference, R this is the value of resistance at T1 temperature, this is the value of resistance at T2 temperature. So at T2 you have 40 degree, T1 is 20 degree into 1 plus alpha, that is 0.0039 per degree Celsius. So the difference should also be in degree Celsius, that is 40 minus 20, that comes out to be 20. So if you plug the value, R20 is this, you will get 0.224 ohm, that is shunt resistance at 40 degree Celsius. Now you take the difference between these two, R40 minus R20 divided by R20 into 100 comes out to be 7 points. That is the percentage error. Okay, so this is the new thing I wanted to mention here. Okay.